This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sports. And that's all, folks. It's Elegbete TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV Radio for undiluted, unadulterated. It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV Radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Sports Buffet. It's a November month and we are gradually at the end of the year. Remember, when we started in January, it seems like the whole year is a very long year. Like I always say, there's no one month that is longer than the other. It's just our mindset, and we've come to close to the year. Next month is my birthday, and I'm feeling good about that already. I'll be 46. My kids are telling me every day that I'm old. I don't know. I don't feel old. I feel a lot younger. I feel a lot active. I feel a lot ready. Feel a lot prepared for what is coming next. And the signs are good. The signs, the energy, the vibes are good. But there is plenty of work to be done. When you start aging, you start thinking of working smart rather than just being aggressive or power or bronze and no brains, using the brain more, networking, building a lot more network, associating with a lot of people. It's plenty to talk about today anyway. So we will talk about all of that. Timothy Dembo have done a good job of putting us on the good space for all the news. Fantastic news. We've got different elements in the news today. Austin Eguavoen is there. Lee Carsley is there. Hurricane is there. You also have Rafael Nadal. As then we also have James Harden. And some of you don't know who James Harden is. You will know basketball. So we have basketball. We have tennis. We have England's men's national team. England's men former coach or interim coach. And then we have Super Eagles standing coach or NFF technical director who's the standing coach of the Super Eagles. All of that on the show this morning. And then there's plenty of talk again to talk about. The Premier League will be returning back to the weekend just as much as every other league. 1,236 goals were scored last season in the Premier League. How many goals will be scored this season? Ghana, woeful as ever. They didn't qualify for the AFCON, couldn't even win their last game to just, say, okay, we're sorry for what we did. They continued in their losing streak. Well, Nigeria had 2 games to pick up 1 point. 1 point indeed they picked up, even though we qualified before the first of the 2 games were played. But we were woeful, shambolic against Benin Republic away in Ivory Coast, which is a neutral ground where we felt we had gone to the Nations Cup and gone all the way to the finals. We could have done better. But, gonna draw again. Out of 3 games, it's 1-1, lost 1, and drawn 1. Still have 1 more game to play in the qualifying series for the World Cup. That is also, hanging in the balance. Rwanda is a team on top of the World Cup qualifying group ahead of Nigeria, who are in 5th. But we had a chance to prove to Rwanda that, look, Rwanda, like it or not, you are holding that spot temporarily for us. But what did we do? We gave them an opportunity to look at Nigeria and say, is this the Nigeria that you are talking about? Are these the world-class players? We're just coming from genocide in 1994, and so, but we seem to have balls, bigger cojones than this useless charlatans, these mediocre players that you guys call world class. That's exactly how they are talking in the streets of Rwanda. It's not me. It's not David that's saying it. Because before people say, I don't have respect for our players. Well, if you have respect for them, you choose to have respect for them. The truth of the matter is I don't. Okay. When it comes to my national team players, I want to brag about their exploit for my national team than their exploit for Galatasaray, Fulham, whatever club that they play for. That's me. This is me. And I owe nobody an apology for it. If you like them, with their club, that's your business. I'm a fan of Arsenal. No Nigerian player play for Arsenal, so I don't really give a hoot about what you do with any other club if you're not repeating it with the Nigerian national team. Pure, plain, and simple. That doesn't mean that if you do well with your club, I won't talk about it. But I'm just giving you my position on this matter. Before people come in with sticks and stones and wanting to give me opinion, I wanting to give me lecture and advice about how to be a broadcaster, a journalist, you're not sabi the work, me. Don't even try it. Okay? If you sabi pass me, show me your evidence of saying you don't do the work, then I'll listen to you. But you don't have it. That's just the basic truth about it. And then there's plenty of questions. Should Eguavoen stay or should he go? Some people say, okay, because we don't have money, he should stay. I'm of the opinion that he should stay because we don't have the money to bring in anybody. It's not even Sondolise. We can't bring Sondolise right now. We can't pay Sondolise because bringing in Sondolise is just as good as bringing in a foreign coach. Because again, all of the requirements that you need, any foreign coach that you will bring in that is of the standard of Sondolise, it is the same amount of money that Olise will take. There's no Austin Eguavoen is the only person who's Austin Eguavoen doesn't have a contract, he doesn't have a salary, he still work as the coach of the national team with the salary of the technical director, which is about less than $5,000 a month. And then what he does with the national team is bank on match bonus. So these last two games now, no bonus. The game against Libya away, no bonus because it's a walkover. So think about it. What is he really benefiting from coaching the national team? Well, again, like my other brother Chana Cheru will say, or said in the Views from the Stand, if you've not watched it, you go and watch it. Yesterday's own was really, really splendid. I mean, I hardly like a show that I present because I'm always thinking, okay, what could we improve on? But I've watched that show like 4 times. I've created a show. One thing that will make you know that I like a show that I've done is when you see me creating a lot of shot from it, you know that, well, I think I love the show. And I love the show. Bobby was in a different element, the element that I want him to be, because sometimes Bobby talking is different from Bobby typing. I like the Bobby typing, and I always want to bring that guy that type in the comment section to the show. Yesterday he came with that and more, and I love it. But we have a bet already, and I'm as good. I don't wear wristwatch. If you know me, I don't wear wristwatch, but I'm as good as knowing that I have an Omega wristwatch to sell. So anybody who have interest to buy Omega wristwatch, prepare your mind. I have one Omega wristwatch guaranteed to sell for you after the World Cup in 2026. I have one Omega wristwatch. Just go to Peckham and buy me Chipati Kuhonsha. That's all I can say, Bobby. But prepare your mind. Buy the one that is more expensive than my car, because you are betting against my car. Don't go and buy me the one that cannot buy the tire of my car. It is Omega versus my car. That's how we put the bet. So be ready to give me England. Say Thomas Tuchel go win trophy for them. Hey, next World Cup, after next World Cup, is there any other tournament that he will coach again? If they extend the contract, you know, involve this contract, the term of this contract. Once this contract runs out, bring my Omega wristwatch. Please, I'm marketing upfront the way I market IPTV yesterday. All those of you that have installed the IPTV, please confirm to me whether I said the right thing to you or I said the wrong thing to you. If I said the wrong thing to you, tell me. I will find a way to refund you. If I not refund you, I'll call Bobby. Bobby go pay now. Bobby is my guy. He's the chancellor of the Exchequer right now. Well, whatever it is, I had fun on the show yesterday, and we have a new guy, a Ghanaian guy, who I think fit the profile of the people that I need. So for those of you who always send me a message, oh, I want to be on the show. The reason why I don't take some of you on the show is that if you say you're using your mobile network in Nigeria and it's your phone network, my brother, it not go work. I've tried it with quite a lot of people. It didn't work. I don't want to be doing a show and I'm asking, hello, are you there? Are you there? I don't want to do that because it pisses me off when I'm watching other people's show and it's happening like that. So I don't also want to do the same thing. I know how angry you guys get when you're watching my show and the network is going down. Thank God to a digital former who's now upgraded us to fiber optic. They're still not fully installed. They are still doing. They come to this like my house now is not pilgrimage. They like coming and going. Engineers that have come to my house now don't reach like 10. They come survey, they come install cable, they come install router. They say they need to activate. I'm still waiting anyway. But from what I've seen, the test that they've done, I think that network is very, very good. Unless there's a downtime, we are in for more beautiful content. Having said that, How you feeling? Okay, those of you who are Nigerians or my Ghanaian brothers and sisters and people from the rest of the world, how you feeling? How has the international break been for you? For Manchester United fan, you should be excited because from the few training clips, the few videos and the clips that have come out from the training ground, seems like everybody in Manchester United is carrying a smiling face again. Even Casemiro, that I've forgotten how to smile, is smiling again, like back in the days at Real Madrid. And for those who complain that the 3-4-3 formation will not work with him at Man United, that he has to adapt to Man United, well, seems like the players are adapting very well. Just the same way High was the chiefest of them saying that in that and his slot will not slot in well. He has slotted in very well. It seems like a Marine. Me, I am willing to bet everything that I have minus the car, because the car now is not bet against an Omega. Okay, that's yes. Amorim would turn the corner for Manchester United and do very well. It doesn't mean that immediate magic will happen. It doesn't mean that he's going to go unbeaten. That's not what I am saying. But I have very, very strong confidence. Anybody who's playing Man United next, be wary, because the Man United you will play now is going to be way, way different. You will see Man United beating people 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 as we go. I'm saying that for sure. You know that Arsenal that came back from Dubai last season, that's how Man United is going to be from now to the end of the season. There's going to be some games where they will be beaten. I'll be very, very sure about that one, because some of those lazy players with their lazy mentality have not disappeared. But to be very, very honest with you, I can bet anything on the line and tell you for free that Man United is about to be rejuvenated. So those of you who like to bet against Man United, you better hold your horses, keep your money in your pocket. If not, there'll be a problem. How Arsenal can supercharge the Emirates Stadium to catch up with the rivals. Experts reveal 5 possible upgrades, including a seismic change. The funny thing is, when Arsenal built the 60,000 capacity, they say, oh, it's too big, you cannot feel it. Now, it's too small, it cannot even match us. Real Madrid stars reveal how he was meant to join Arsenal as a teenager before the Gunners choose not to sign him, and shares which player was particularly supportive during his trial. Okay, different people. That's Jude Bellingham, in case you don't know. That's the way it be. Different stroke for different. Okay, there's no club that have nearly signed some players that didn't end up signing them and then they become great players like Arsenal. Why Thomas Tuchel must push Harry Kane to the margins, according to Craig Hope. Yes, he played the pass for the match in the 5-0 win over Ireland at Wembley, but he now slows England down. So, you know, a lot of conversation in England again is about Harry Kane retiring, that he should rest, he don't hold his old leg. You know that thing that we used to say about Nigerian players back in the day, his old legs, they should go. But then, biggest good news in football is the fact that San Marino, the never-do-wells of world football or European football, finally won their first ever game away from home, and it was a 3-1 win over Liechtenstein. Yeah, that's the name. To record their first ever victory away from home. Now that means that they are gaining promotion from the Division C of the Nations League. Wow, that's so good. A collection of a lot of failures in that place. Okay. Anyhow where you see am make we see, anyhow where you see am make we see. That's the way some people will say. But then there is plenty of things to talk about. Liverpool hero finally earned trust of an England boy. Chelsea star impressed as one of 8 debutants. And what about Hurricanes' future? Winners and losers of Lee Casley's reign. They are already talking, because when you start hearing talk like this, it means that somebody is going to go. Well, everybody seems to love this man, but lately seems like the arrows are turning against him. When you coach Tottenham Hotspur and results are going your way, don't brag, because Tottenham Hotspur will do to you what Tottenham Hotspur do to people. Tottenham Hotspur is a cancer that destroys coaches. No matter how good you are, you can take them to the finals of the Champions League and still come back in tears. You can take them to the finals of the Carabao Cup and they will sack you 2 days to the tournament. That's just what it is. Stubborn dreamer Ange Postecoglou could be in trouble at Tottenham, but the Premier League most fascinating manager is being held back by one key man, and that man is regarded as Daniel Levy. Well, whatever it is. Okay, we'll go see as we are going. U.S. men national team star Christian Pulisic sparks Libra meltdown with Trump celebration during Jamaica win. Okay, some things are just happening differently. Well, I would not be surprised, but it seems like there's going to be another fight very soon. Even Holyfield, was joking about the possibility of getting in the ring with Mike Tyson. Evan Holyfield is 62 years old. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Jake Paul was, that he fought is 27 years old. Anything is possible. Would you want to see those two old men, punching each other in slow motion? Because that's exactly what will happen. The fight will be in slow motion. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, we know him as Cristiano Alvaro Ronaldo dos Santos. Well, we know him as a football player. We know him as a goal banger, a goal scoring machine. We know him as a crybaby. We know him as the king of tantrum. We know him as the lord of the attention. But right now he's coming into our business and he wants to win the Ballon d'Or for the best podcast. As he's announced that he's got another guest coming, and that guest will wow everybody. Will break the internet, according to him. Will it be Kim Kardashian? I don't know, but we shall see what happens. So if you're not following Cristiano Ronaldo, you do want to follow him right now. Those people who say that YouTube is not a big place for media, well, I'm looking at you guys and I'm laughing right now. I didn't look you, I know talk. Oh. Yeah, so he's still got his Zlatan Ibrahimovic roll back the years after scoring a cheeky scorpion kick during a 5-a-side game a year after retiring. Zlatan would always be Zlatan. There is no way you can take that out of Zlatan. When it comes to Zlatan, there is always a dramatic, there is always the picture square situation. Everything about him is headline banger for sure. Well, let's go to the news as put together by our very own Timothy Dembo. Yesterday was the host of the MPF Factory, and it was nice. And I got a few messages on my phone already about my comment on that. I'll read it after this news segment. But let's go straight to Timothy Dembo and hear and see all of the people that is put on for us and hear what they've got to say. Well, on this one, Usman Sally feel very sad. Austin Eguavoen is sad this morning. Austin Eguavoen lost his first game in charge of the Super Eagles since taking over on an interim basis as Rwanda defeated Nigeria 2-1 in Uyo yesterday. They came from behind to win us 2-1. Obukoho is the team in the final group game of the 2025 AFCON qualifying series. Speaking at the post-match press conference, Eguavoen expressed sadness over the loss, noting that the game didn't go as planned. He also addressed the team's performance and reaffirmed his belief in the squad. Let us hear from Austin Cerezo Eguavoen.
Feel very sad right now. This was not what we planned for. We scored and then against the run of play we conceded. And we tried to change formation. Didn't work. It happened some of those days. And today is one of those days. Consider the second goal. We changed again formation, bringing two strikers. Just didn't work. By winning, losing, or draw. But I think we have a good squad. We have a strong squad. But it just didn't happen for us today for whatever reason. But I still very much believe in this team. Because characters, against the run of play, like I said, we considered goal and then it was a bit deep late in the game. It was very difficult. Goals win games. We all know that. The scoring goals in their club size, the scoring goal in training. But when it comes to the game, they don't score goals. Keep asking the same question. Person asking me the same thing, I'm asking them. But again, there are some players who can make a difference. We can just put the ball into space for them to go to goal. But they're still looking for such player who has that flair, creativity, who is a good playmaker, who can probably put the balls into space for them.
In other words, we do not have flair players, we don't have creative players. That's what Eguavoen said, not me. That's what the indictment on the team. It's not me, it's not my opinion, it's the coach's opinion. So for those of you who always come and say, no, you're judging the players harshly. It's the coach that said it. And he's the technical director, so he's in a position to say such thing, and I would continue. But let's go to England. Maybe this man have a different views on how things went. Lee Casley, who concluded his interim tenure with victory over Ireland on Sunday, stated that he has expanded the pool of talent available for the new head coach, Thomas Tuchel, to select from. Casley oversees 6 games for the Three Lions, winning 5 and losing just 1. Never drew any game. He expressed pride in the players he gave debut to, highlighting how well they performed and represented England national team with honor. Okay, let's hear from Lee. Lee, come to us.
He's a top coach, isn't he? He's an elite coach, so I'm not sure what he could have learned. I'm sure you can always learn something, especially about the players in the environments that we played in Greece was very, very challenging in terms of the atmosphere. We obviously had a couple of debuts as well, so the mentality that they showed. So spoke about not only gaining promotion from the Nations League, but to potentially increase the pool of players that Thomas has got to choose from. So the challenge now for the players that have been involved for the last 3 camps is to be in and around the March squad. So, but a lot of them have done themselves a lot of good in terms of enhancing their reputation. The ability to play in the England senior team and to gain a cap is no mean feat. So I'm really proud for a lot of them. So yeah, I'm sure he would have learned something.
Oh, sure. I mean, give him credit for what he did with the 6 games. First off, he expanded the pool of players, brought in competition to the team, gave people on guard the desire to be part of the team. I just did not like what some of the players were saying about Gareth Southgate. Well, you may not like him towards the end of his time on the job, but he was the man for the job. He was the man Friday from the beginning for that past of 5 years, and he took England to the semi-finals of the World Cup. Can't remember the last time they were in the semi-finals of the World Cup. In the social media era, England have always been a quarterfinalist in any competition that they go to, and they come back of competitions with a lot of crises. Metatasa injury, red card to Rooney, red card to David Beckham, quarrel. But this was the first time that they were singing is coming on. They were hopeful. Guys, for me, if any Nigerian coach put up the type of performance that Gareth Southgate had put up for the Nigerian national team, it will be a hero. We might even vote him as president, lifetime president of this country, to take you to the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and quarterfinals of the World Cup. Bring a player that wins the Golden Boot from the World Cup. Are you joking? Are you really joking right now? That player said we will build a statue and begin to serve him and worship him. We'll pay tight to him. But hey, it is England. The standards are different. The people are different. Even though the quality of the players are not really as good as we think. But let's go to a player who is looking beyond the next World Cup already. The captain of the Three Lions, Harry Kane, has stated that he does not believe the 2026 World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico will be his last. In an interview with Sky Sports, Kane shared that he is currently performing at the highest level of his career and feels better than ever, and emphasized the importance of staying in the moment. So, while he's staying in the moment, the truth of the matter is anybody who is hoping that he will retire because of these new players, man, they are on the what? On a long term.
So I think sometimes there's a perception when you get into your 30s that you're coming to an end. But for me personally, I'm performing at the highest level I've ever performed and feel as good as I've ever felt. So it's just about taking in the moment. I don't like to look too far ahead in my career. I never have. So the World Cup is going to be exciting. In America, it's going to be an incredible occasion. And ultimately, it's about trying to win that. And then, as always, you look at where you are and what you need to do to improve, and that'll be no different in a couple of years.
Well, the North American World Cup for the rest of the world, but it's the Jackpot World Cup for Nigerians and the hopeful Nigerians. But unfortunately, the Super Eagles are saying stay in your home, fight for your country, love your country, stay there. No jackpotting, no fan ID to make you run away from your country. Stay in your country. You will stay here. You are not going to go and be seeking asylum. Nobody is going to give you asylum. You will stay. That's what Super Eagles are saying. I'm not the one that's saying it. Okay, I'm not one of those who is in a hurry to jackpot anyway. So whether they qualify or they not qualify, it not really concern me. But let's go to from one player who is not interested in retiring, who doesn't even want to pack his bag and leave, to another player who thinks, man, it's about time. It's time. I'm done. Okay. I don't want to participate in any competition that I will not be able to compete and win. That's the man himself, the tennis legend Rafael Nadal, the Spanish muscle man, the Spanish Amador. Okay, has shared his reasoning behind his decision to retire after the 2024 Davis Cup, which begins today in Malaga and runs until Sunday, November 24th. Speaking at a press conference yesterday on the eve of the competition, Nadal explained why he chose this event to make the end of his career. He stated that continuing to compete no longer makes sense to him when he knows he doesn't have a realistic chance to compete at the tournament and win it. I love you. I love you, bro. I love you.
I cannot be enough
competitive, and I am not able to enjoy my daily basis the way that I need to be competitive at the highest level. No, so at the end of the day, or relate to the question on myself is about okay, I can hold for one more year, but why? And, to say goodbye in every single tournament. I mean, I don't have that ego. So at the end is about a feeling that I have been thinking for a long time, and for me today, I mean, don't make sense or to keep going, knowing that I don't have the real chance to be competitive the way that I like to be competitive.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV radio.
Never forget people from Eguavoen to Newcastle Hurricane. I know we've heard from a giant, a lord in the tennis space. Let's go to a bearded man in the basketball space. LA Clippers point guard James Harden has surpassed Ray Allen to become the second all-time leader in three-pointers made in NBA history. Harden entered the game against Utah Jazz tied with Allen at 2,973 career three-pointers and wasted no time making history. He sank the record-breaking shot with 6 minutes 10 seconds left on the first quarter. Now, only one man remains ahead of him, Steph Curry. That one go harder. That one. Steph Curry is a freak. He's not a human being. He's like Captain America, it's a machine. Of the Golden State Warrior, widely regarded as the greatest shooter of all time, who tops the list with an outstanding 3,782 3-point. James Harden, forget about it. Speaking to the media, Harden described the achievement as incredible and expressed his desire to continue inspiring young people and anyone pursuing their dreams, whether in professional basketball or other fields of life. That's the dream I also have. I just want to do my work and be able to inspire people to do better. To say, hey, I saw that guy when he was sacked and how he worked his way to the top. I think if I continue to be perseverance, I can also make it to the top. That's all that I want. I'm not competing with anybody, but people keep thinking it's about competition. Well, let's hear from James Harden, my guy.
Accomplishment, just a testament is, the amount of work that I've been putting in. As I get older and just, chip away at, an unbelievable career, start to accomplish things like that. So I don't never want to take it for granted. I just want to give motivation to the youth and every other person that's chasing a dream to play professional basketball or whatever it is. So it's an honor.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV radio, the pathfinder for radio.
Well, there are a lot of reasons to be happy. There are also a lot of reasons to be sad, but you've got to make a choice. Choose to be sad, you're right. Choose to be happy, you're right. I'm happy because I just see that I have very good friends. I have people that are very supportive of what I do, who, appreciate the effort that I put in every day. All of those messages, those calls, those checking up on me. Thank you very much. I want to advise you out there too. It's Christmas. I know that the economy is so hard. It is hard to say you want to buy hamper. Now, I'm not sure anybody is buying hamper this period, okay? But call someone, and don't do that how you did, fine, and then go. Call someone and really tell them how much you appreciate them, that they are in your life, how much you are grateful that you know them, and how much you have learned from knowing them. And then there are also people who you don't learn anything from. Why? Problem. Call them and tell them to. It's not bad. It's good. You cut both ways. Call them and tell them to change. How bad they have been in your life. How useless they have been. How much of a body they have been. And they are not changing their life. They are not improving. And how it's affecting you as a person. How seeing them make you feel sad. Oof. Someone coming suicide shop. But hey, it is. Talk about the good ones. Forget about the talk about the good people in your life. Okay? Give them some reason to feel like God is really using them to inspire somebody, okay, so that they don't look like they're just useless. Because this period, let me be very honest with you, I don't know if you're feeling it too, but a lot of people are feeling like they're useless on the face of the earth right now, and they own no meaning, and life is useless. So if you call that kind of a person and tell the person that, man, your friendship means the world to me, your friendship means a lot to me, you're being my friend gives me reason to wake up every day, don't lie, every day I want to go one step more, I think it means well. And then having said that, also, if you cannot buy bag of rice to give to people, you know that you can actually order bolly and chicken and turkey from the grill, like Henry Moro, our class prefect. You can actually reach out to him, order, if you're not in Lagos, order and deliver to somebody that you know in Lagos, and tell them to put a handwritten note that is from you, and just put it there and let the person know that while you are going through your hell and high waters, you are also thinking of them in positive light. And this is you saying, "Show up, oh, may you not go die." Just send it to them. I think it'll be nice, let some things just be African. Not every time be perfume. Not every time be Senyaza. Senyaza is good, but not every time. Sometimes just, do something out of the box. How many people do you know would order bolly? And okay, so let me give you a good example. Some time ago, during what was that? That Efiemele time. Remember that Efiemele time? And I went to Odeagalo's place. We're shooting one commercial. You will see the animation very soon. I'll put it out very soon. So I have a small company that manufacture boots. I have like a 5.7% investment shares in it. It's owned by my friend and some other guys, but I just have a little bit of investment in it. It's called Wura. Tomorrow I'll bring the boot. I'll show you guys. I have one of it here, and we're improving, right? We're in conversation with some top guys to be brand ambassador, So we're shooting with Jude Odeagalo. While we're there, some girl, it was interesting. Some girl came and she opened a car. She brought 50 liters of fuel. So it's that was, that feeling time now. That's 2023. Like 2023, mid 2023, like that. And she brought it out. Jude was shocked because it's not even like somebody that he knows very well. Like it's just, somebody who's just trying to get to be friends. And she said, "This is my love language to you." I find it funny. I find it funny, but on a second thought, it was nice because at that time, fuel means like right now, you buy a bag of rice, give somebody. Shaka. You buy a bag of rice, give somebody. Or you just call somebody, say, how much be your picking school fees? Just think about it too. How much? Now go call person will get 15 children. Even God know how economy hard rich. Only one picking God get to. Don't go call person get 15 children because you can't go from having to you will go from helper to the person who need help. Person go donate blood now, don't get the comma because you not gonna get blood over there again. And that's you can be. But just call somebody. Say how much you are paying school fees next term. I pay like 100,000, 150, all those low range, and then they go and then they like my children's school fees. It go hard for somebody to come and ask me to be paying school fees. 1.2 million. One person will pay you 1.2 million. And I send you. So that one all day. But just ask somebody, say, what's your son's school fees or your child's school fees? And they say 100,000, 150, 200. And you just say, okay, don't send that to the account. I go bet you, if you send the money to the account, they don't go pay them. Tell us, they send you the school account where they pay the school fees to. As they send you, you pay them. You write the Peking name where you pay for. The Peking, the student name and surname and everything. Then you go send the proof of payment to the mother so that the mother can forward to the school. You don't know what you don't do for that person. For the next one full term, and so this person will pray for you because you have saved their lives. I'm just giving you examples so that before you go and buy that cognac, that NSC Moe, that what's that new one with the cash love now? Well, we're making that the Mumu Azor. Azur. I don't know, man. I don't blame me. I don't know, but I the same. All those nonsense. We one person for club will call the shot, they hail you, Mumu Hele. When you go to drink your own, they go. Somebody will call buy 4, they'll call the fully again. Say now only one you buy 6. You don't go buy. So just think about it. Think about it. And then for your parents, I'm not supposed to tell you this thing, but say some people they're so good that we forget our parents. For your parents, just make sure say this thing where you do. I used to do that kind of thing with my mom. Like every single day, make sure that program your month. Like say from now till January 1st, every single day at a particular time, you go give your mother alert. You don't want to know that kind of prayers. Now when they tell you don't want to know that kind of prayers. Those of now we get our parents for life. I mean, even if you like, it may just be 10K per day. Just program and if you get the money, just program and that. You could just receive the alert, just receive the alert, just like every single day. If you get like 500K, you won't get your mother wants. But just do them in such a way, it's just like saying I play the play on this day, 20,000 tomorrow, 20,000. At some point, she will just pause. Like, God, are you this good? You don't understand. I'm just telling you so that I'm giving an expo. So more than reason and it also the strengthening bonds of friendship. Remember your school teacher, one teacher will just be nice to you, just buy one kind of gift, go give out. The problem with buying perfume for people, I like perfume, but the problem with buying perfume for people, they say they'll call the thing say they get body odor. So I know they buy perfume, give people again. I buy for myself. Unless me and you they close well. I can't see you like perfume. I can't go find the perfume you like, buy for you. I like perfume well too. They're your mentors. People will learn from. Surprise them. Now December would enter, so no, now today not be 19. November I already go finish. I just given a expo for guys who go talk football. I know some football now 1 year, and I want the argument of football. Now one my course Eguavoen and Super Eagles. Calm down. We go talk up. We go talk and we not talk. But I just given a expo so that I know we do the December we just day when I call it go form dirty December. Then January all of them call it look like monkey will look like no. Do good so that even when you broke, when you think of the good way you do this period, you just smile like, man, I know I did well. I ended the year well, and the new year will be good. Okay, it is what it is. So yeah, what we call make I first read some message. Maybe every time I read those in a WhatsApp message, but some I just like to read. Hi, Daphne. My name is Judy. Good morning. I thought I should send you this before you start your show. Yesterday, I listened to your submission on the broadcast rights of the league, the issue with the broadcast right. I am surprised at the revelations you made. Why is it that your colleague in the media, I don't want to believe that this is secret, are not talking about it? What is really going on? We were happy with the broadcast deal, but what you said was really, really strange. And you said it without fear or coloring. I'm wondering why others are not sounding like you. I must also say that I used to hate this your bluntness, but as I grow and I'm starting to understand that this is the kind of thing that we need in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Keep going. I hope that your YouTube channel gets the numbers that you desire, and when you do, may you not also become the problem, as you always say on your show. Thank you very much, GD. Okay, so that's what happened is the question you're asking about why, GD, if you're watching, why my colleagues in the media, I really do not like attacking journalists, but on this case, I think that if you've worked with me, I'm going to give you this example. If you've worked with me, again, it's another positive that I learned from Larry Zamoje. We can talk all the bad that he's done, but when it comes to what he has done well, to let us also give him the credit. When we were in Brilla, even though I already learned that from my mom, but Larry Zamoje enforced it well. And he used to say things like, if you take money from sports administrators or players, you lose the right to criticize them. And the funny thing is, in this job, no matter how good you want to be, you are in this job to criticize people. People will not like you. People would, have opinion about it, but you are most likely going to criticize people because if you come from a country like Nigeria, this was what back then. The national team will not always do well. The sports administrators will not always do well. So if you start taking their money forget about it. You do not have the right to criticize them anymore. So when you look at what happened with let me first lay the background. Okay, so StarTimes signed a broadcast deal with the LMC, with the league management company, and the deal says that they would start off with first 4 games, 2 games, then they go to 3 to 4 and 5, and it's a 1 billion plus deal, and they were given the right to put 12 pitch panel, which I thought was too much, but I understand in the land of the blind, why man is the king. A beggar have no choice. Who pays the piper dictates the tune. They were given the right to put 12 pitch panels. Pitch panels is those advertising on the side of the pitch that you see when you're watching games, right? And I'm going to stretch it back a bit, so that you guys have an understanding of this. And somehow, the production company that is producing the league is Team 33. Team 33 is owned by Kole Shoname, the owner of Beyond Limit and Remo Stars. So it's a business between them and StarTimes. That's not a problem. You can have multiple businesses. It's not a bad thing. Silvio Berlusconi used to have a media company. It depends, and it happens everywhere. The owner of Lakers, also had his own media company and the rest of them. That's a long conversation. But where this thing now went bad was that Bet Niger now said they want to buy 8 of the 12 pitch panel that have been given to StarTimes. StarTimes now said they want to sell it. First off, that thing is not sellable. It's not transferable. It's not sellable in the right way of football. Because what they are doing now is that they're going to put that pitch panel across all that 19 clubs venue. Now, when you put it, what if a club like Rivers United have a bet company, maybe 1xBet, that they are doing business with? Remember, it's not electronic pitch panel, it is static. So where would they put their own? They are competing brands and all that. So there was an interregnum on it. There's an aberration on it already. And so the league management company led by GTI now said, no, we will not allow this happen. This is not the right thing to do. And then StarTimes just said, you know what, if you don't want to pull out, throwing tantrum because they know that they don't have other people. You see, back before this whole deal was signed, I told GTI, I said, listen, this thing you're doing, you're carrying, it's like the mistake that Nigeria did when we carry all our oil wellhead, all our oil float, and give it to British companies and American companies like Halliburton, Shell, BP, and the rest of them. We would regret it. So you should hustle for production companies. Get your own production companies and give broadcast signal. That's why I use broadcast. Right? Give your signal to the broadcast people. Any day they step out of line, you pull the switch. So you can also give your broadcast signals to other people like they do in the Premier League. IMG produce and they give signal to different people like that. FIFA had the same thing, but they did not listen to me. And when I was talking, people said I was saying it because I want to protect my production position. Like I always say, I'm not a broadcaster. I'm a producer when it comes to the league. I didn't broadcast the league. I produced the league. If you hear me, I'm consistent with that word. I produced the league during the abridged season. I'm not the broadcaster. The broadcaster is the person on whose platform you were watching it. But the production is real work, and that's where the real money should be. But they didn't listen to me. Now, this is where we find ourselves. Normally, the solution, that's the problem. Let's talk about the solution. The first step of mitigation here, or to mitigate against the problem, is that the other 19 clubs should have said, we not agree to this. This is not right, because we also have partners that we want to put on our stadium, and this is not right. This is also going to limit our opportunities to get other betting companies to come in. Since now, the real ultimate, the utopian solution is to say all clubs in the league should go and get electronics advertising board, because that means that you cannot take 1 million betting companies and rotate them, on multiple seconds. You can say 30 seconds. You're selling 30 seconds in every 90 minutes. You know how long that will be. So you can rotate them as much as you like. But unfortunately, it's static. So that's a problem. But since we don't have that, this static one that we're dealing with, let's deal with our reality, is to say, the other 90 club will protest against it and tell Remo Stars that if you guys don't want it, we are all going out of the league and go run our own league. You go play your own league. But again, those guys couldn't do it. I was asking somebody, say, The reason when I know they feel they talk now, because all of them don't go in Kenya, they go collect money. Free flight ticket, this one, that one. Don't put now for place where so not fit open my talk again. Because to be very honest, if this thing now Chris Green for Rivers State, now they do exactly this same problem, but it is Chris Green that is doing it. You would see how many of these Lagos journalists who always think that now them no pass. You go see what they don't write. But because say Nadia Egmon, yes, because Nadia Egmon me, Bami, now they do nobody fit talk. Because I've always had people tell me, you never go see chairman for Kenya. I said, well, is it my chairman? This is his business. I appreciate what he's doing, but I don't have to go there. I have a job to do. I have my crew, my staff, my work. I do it here. I've always learned this thing on my own, and it came pretty early. 2004 November. I got into the media 2004 August. 2004 November. Amos Adamu, the former FIFA executive committee member and CAF, NFF, the guy that did the All African Games, local organizing committee chairman, was having a party in his house, and journalists were going there. And, my friends, Ama Ignis and Sonoguli, they came to me in Korea and said, I should drive them there. I had my car around. So I drove them to Queen's Drive. We got there. I've told the story before. I saw every journalist were writing their names on the piece of paper, but other dignitaries were not writing their names. So first off, I just suspected. They said, write your name. I said, no, I'm not writing my name. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a freelancer who come to your studio to come and I said, just write your name. I said, I'm not writing my name. I didn't know what they want to do, but I'm not writing my name. I don't dare say any reason why I should write my name for what? Who this person? This person who do we talk about? I didn't really know him, but who the hell is he? So when they finished, and I saw, the journalists were dressing terrible that time, so wear big coats for some, some the sweat, looking terrible, sharp. And I saw one guy came, one big bag, just giving money. You go group them 10 years, give them money. One person will share up. I started seeing people grumbling because I'd walked past him. I got to my car. I was listening to music. If you know me, I'm a music person. I was listening to music. There still was iPod at the time. I connected my iPod to my BMW. So the way they set up the music, connected my iPod to that thing that you put cassette in the cassette player that comes with the plug it to my iPod, and I was listening to my music. Okay, there was no internet at the time, that would make you play music on the internet, right? And I saw them complaining. I felt very, very bad. I said, this is what journalists do. They collect money. Anyway, insulting each other. Before they were not complaining outside. They don't lock gate. And then, there people just insulting each other. My guys came, took them inside the car, go to High Court, came out to Labare, and then I was off. From that, I knew, there's no way in this world. There's no way in this world I will wake up one day and start collecting this type of money. This type of 10,000, 5,000 that brings insult, I don't need it. So I'm always very careful. It's also the reason why I don't wear players' jerseys. Not because they give me their bad thing, but I always know it would stop the opportunity for me to criticize them when they're not doing well. Right? So you see, that's one of the reasons. But hey, we hope that the solid art and the broadcast comes up. Well, let's look at the messages that everybody's got here. Habib Ayodeji, thank you very much for helping us get a Ghanaian to be on the show. I love his lamentation anyway. It's just something that gives Nigeria dopamine, orgasm when you see Ghanaians complaining about their football. Habib Ayodeji says, looks like China's anger was justified yesterday. Really, really justified. Peter, I wanted to say, you never win bet. You don't already they put them for market. Now, so they do for here. I'm not saying I'm going to win the bet now. Come on. Wait, they say you bet it 3 lions. I don't see any buyer anybody will buy Omega Research. I need to go search for Omega Research. Now man know the one where I go to see make Bobby buy for me, because maybe not go buy me fake one. No, they're not go buy me anything you buy for Peckham. I think go down at the one Nigerians they sell, or na the one those Arab people they sell, or something like Peckham be buy them. It's fake. The only thing we not fake or Peckham maybe na food. And some of the food say see check when a GMO. But any ashamo the look at the go. I don't put her for sale. I don't put her for sale already. I go Craigslist them. I will go take the picture of one Omega, the one I like. I'll put her for Craigslist, and then we're gonna wait for Thomas Tuchel. This England team. This England team will win the World Cup. The best England team was in 2018. They never win. Anyone who says all those shouting give other players a chance. Hope you've seen what other players can give. This is how Jibo and a fool. Na idiot. That person was someone that order Eboli be this. Na idiot. But Eboli not be idiot. Eboli and fish and chicken and sauce. Alaka. This a lot of man will testify now. Not be this thing what they talk. She say I did the tell about IPTV. Some people, those of una wey install IPTV, tell me whether una like am, I do not like am. Because one guy send me message say, "Why are you promoting your friend's business?" No, my enemy business I will promote. I will promote life for here, idiot. Peter Wanada say, as a Nigerian, I don't and I'm not feeling anything about the Nigerian game yesterday because I know it will turn out that way. So instead, I went to the gym. Okay, good. Now here we dey, Professor Aroturi talk say, you know, go shout, take you don't watch the match, relax. He shout, he shouldn't run. He should like, what kind of father is this? He shouldn't run, no, they run liver for where they watch match. Matthias Abba Jacob say, when Oracle speak with authority, you need to start the celebration. I'm happy that Idafe has finally back one of my coach. Good morning. Oh, Ruben Amorim, and I think he will do well. I think he will do well. I just think he will do well. Peter Wanada say, other Ogbori nations, they progress on a daily, but our team full of world-class players, yes, so can't make a down payment for a... Say, Peter, truth of God, I feel like disowning you, but blood is really thicker than water. You be fool, you be idiot. But I just forgive you. He say, let me read this again, guys. Other Ogbori nations, in case you don't know what Ogbori is Legbere. Ogbori is like weak, okay? Other Ogbori nations, they progress on a daily, but our team full of world-class players can't make a down payment for a roasted corn. But Tinubu, you talk down on that year, like, you know, I don't know what Tinubu talk. Like, down payment for I don't understand. Why is that? Tinubu, we were with the invest of Tinubu now. We were supposed to blame ourselves because the man not really promised us anything. He not show us any sign say he won't do anything sharp. Matthias Abba Jacob say, I only watched the match yesterday for fun of it. No, I only watched for fun of it. I don't want to spend my heart. I know that the players' heart is not here again, but their club side. Congratulations to them for qualifying for the AFCON. Okay. No, I want to take back that my word that Nigeria will win the AFCON. Please, I withdraw it. I withdraw my deposit. I take it back. Nigeria will not win the AFCON. Did you see Morocco beat Lesotho 7-0 yesterday? Did you guys watch the game? Morocco, they're on parachute. They don't fly liver, so. Now, more than Space S, 9 days, so. Hey, this tournament is Morocco's tournament, I beg. Aaron says, scoring goals in club and in training, but not happening in game for the country. I hear Boniface under that voice. But if it's na skate, na meme, it's a bit do. They say the social media influencer will be at the end of the day. God's belief say, good morning, bros. Good morning to you. With what I saw the Eagles play yesterday, I can tell you that we no fit win the AFCON at all. Now second or third, and he don't sure say we know they go World Cup. Second or third, say we don't try now. Matthias Abba Jacob says, Abi Bayodeji, what elders say, why sitting down, small children will never see. See it, even if he climbed Iroko tree, China knows his onion. Matthias Abba went on to say, essay, what will it take us as a nation to have a good brand that will sponsor the payment of our coaches instead of lobbying individuals? First off, it will start from on the field, because what is the benefit? What's the return on investment for the brand that we want to make that payment? If the result on the field keep going bad, nobody will be interested. All this while we talk, you know, say I defied Nike before. Right now, don't keep quiet, because Nike be like, who want to come sponsor this team that cannot win? You know, the Super Eagles have now won 5 consecutive games in our entire lifetime. 5 consecutive winning. We never do them. We never do them. Saying God knows when. Since like 2000 courage now, there's always a truncation of the result. So it's hard to sit back and say, okay, this team can do this team can do that. We've seen more defeat, more negative result than positive result. So it's going to be hard. Amazing say we are too carried away with array of foreign club players. Even when the player is playing for a relegation-bound Premiership team. Super Eagles need real footballers. But if you take that one now, people will tell you, say, you don't know what you talk about. Let me say, coach did well for the team selection, but the players let him down. And then he went on to say, Abeg, we are struggling with midfielders, but Yeye Iwobi is way better than Dele Bashiru. He was so bad, he not even reach to give Iwobi competition at all. Jesus Christ. I didn't watch the game anyway. I didn't watch the game, so I'm not even going to say anything. I just leave you guys to say what you want to say. Say what you need to say. Olafat says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Most times we blame the wrong people for the wrong things. The coach has selected the best players to play, but they went out yesterday and did nothing. Now fast blame the coach. Lord Mayor went on to say, Super Eagles no get second team at all. Now very few players will make a difference in that team. Olafat said, boss, what do you think about this? Got a news yesterday that the reason why Edu left was because the management aren't investing money into the right place, according to the person allegedly. That the summer before this should have been the summer Arsenal get all the required players and compete fully for the league and cause, but they are always short of first choice players and settle for second. And then he went on to say, second option, that Edu is frustrated and wants to do his things his way. The signing of Rice, Calafiori, Merino was to please Arteta and make him extend his contract. What's your take on that? I don't have a take. It's true. It's not a hidden thing. It's a fact. Now, you don't even need a soothsayer or an analyst to tell you that. Arsenal for drag on the core signings that Arsenal needs to sign. They don't sign them. They wait. Let's not spend too much money. There's always the excuse of, we spent so much money on Nicolas Ayasanogo Pepe and it didn't turn out good. So what's the guarantee that this will turn out good? So what we're doing is we're buying. Instead of us buying full tank, we're buying half tank and hoping that miraculously, because we have the God of choosing, the tank will just carry us from Nigeria, from Lagos to Warri, and then we get to Warri, and then there's no fuel, and then there's no filling station around us, and the car is stranded. That's what's happening with us now. Lucky Ogale say kudos to Eguavoen. He finally qualified a team for a tournament. Those players, now skit and music, them won't do. Make NFF stop the worry. Then make we get another set of players who won't play ball. All right. Well, I agree with you. Amazing. Says Senior Man says. Amazing says Senior Man. Me, I define who go bless me this Esma, so I go pray for Ramo. Get out. You bless somebody. Because stress people life here. Ben Constantine says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Thanks for yesterday. Your Twitter space yesterday was were you there too? Was lit. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Not me organizer, I'm on Timothy Dembo. Timothy down, I go thank Timothy Dembo, and I just saw it. That's okay. It's my guy now. He's always making my show sweet. Make I join up. Make I see what I go feel add value to them. But people don't like that. I talk. People they verse like don't attack their God. This life, my advice, if you want to do this work, what would they do? Where you criticize public? Look for friends outside the space. And that's why I'm grateful for people like them Bobby, them Arotue, them Abib, people like that, people like them Precious Amos, Linda AK, Peter Iwanode, that was my brother anyway. But I'm grateful for my brother. People like them Best, Ignosa, all these people that are people like them, my class prefect, Henry Moru, people that are outside of the industry that I'm in, that I can call, guy, I need $1 million, and they will say, okay, send account. Don't send me. Guy, I need 5 million. They'll say send account. They're not even tell me when you will pay back. All of those people are the reason why I can stand up. You know how crazy it is for you to criticize somebody like Kule Shiname currently right now in Nigeria. That guy's like the Roman Abramovich from Nigerian sponsor. But I never go meet her for 5 kobo once. So if I criticize that, if you invest, so what am I really going to lose if the criticism is true? Because I don't also praise and well too for the good work they do. It's as simple as that. But it is what it is. Let's carry on. Olafa say now Arsenal going for Ocampos as a sporting director is making all this rumor make sense because Ocampo is known for getting talent. Well, we will see what happens. There's no problem about it. Edu has done his bit. He's played his part. Good for him. He also brought a lot of Brazilians to our team too. Some that are not too good. So it's 50-50. But hey, it is what it is. We had a chance to win the league title last season. This one has nothing to do with spending. We just couldn't beat West Ham when Aston Villa when it matters most. Oluseyi Adebowale says the exchange between the Ghanaian journalist and the coach was funny to watch. They said he should stick to scouting, but that's what he knows how to do anyway. Olafat says the Moroccan boys are not playing. They are trashing anybody, and they have a young squad full of young talent. That Ibrahim Diaz will start in this Eagle stay. Nigeria say is not good. No, so for Nigeria, every other player are not good. Now only Nigerian players be world class now. Now the way would they think? I tell somebody say if this Gracie was a Nigerian player, we go say me they give him Ballon d'Or. But that be Nigeria now. That be Nigeria. Somebody scored over 30 goals in the German Bundesliga. But one guy will score 2.5 goals for Galatasaray for Turkish league is the greatest player in the world. I know they beef anybody, but I just they give a comparative analysis. More could they look things well. When it comes to Nigerian player or anyone, na world class. Any Nigerian player just kick 2 ball, enter net, na world class player. Just play 3 consecutive games well. Now one class player. Adegoke Obembe says, "Goke Anna, how things? I come Europe next year. That your England where they plant your leg, put like say they do casting. You go come the other side of Europe, not miss someone and do Brexit to. That's why I come enter Europe. I don't see you. I get problem with you. I have to tell you now. But man, read your message. He said, I think the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho should start asking themselves if they still need to be playing for Super Eagles. No, not be them. Go ask themselves." Now, Super Eagles manager will say, "This guy, no go. I'm not going to invite you again." We'll say it, but I call. Let me not talk about that. I'm going to say private conversation. You can't public. Oluseyi Adebowale say yesterday's match confirmed to me that we are not qualifying for the World Cup. Amazing senior man says. I say amazing. He says, senior man, if I be Cerezo, I go resign from my interim position. Then they resign from interim position. It's not a position. I will go back to my TD job. Now, TD job is still there. Now, help in the help. It's like your house, you catch fire, your neighbor come to try quench the fire. The fire come by your house, you can't blame your neighbor, say you not do it. Now, your neighbor water fire service man. Super Eagles will give person mental health. Simon Campbell, he said, good morning, Elegote, good morning to you. Super Eagles won 6 consecutive match in 2008. That was the first round of the 2010 World Cup qualifiers. 2008 to now, 2008 and 2018, that's 10 years plus now. Bros, that's 16 years ago. At the talk of the recent time, you talk of 2008. That's how far we have to go, right? Okay, that's very good. Qualifiers. SA, Sierra Leone, and Equatorial Guinea, home and away. Thank you. Olufemi Oyedepo say Victor Boniface needs to step up anytime he plays for the national team. I don't think he's going to step up. I just don't think. So there is this thing that happens in football when you have this thing in your head that I am not the main man. This is not my job. I am just a backup. You see, that's why I always tell people that I hate people who have this conversation of plan B. You can't. Once you start seeing plan B as a plan, the plan A will fail. Victor Siemens believed that Super Eagles is his responsibility. Victor Boniface does not see it as his responsibility. He sees it as, don't worry, even if I don't score, Victor Siemens, I'll see my job. I'm just deputizing. So he's not fighting to be like, you know what, who be this with Simeon? Simeon not play ball reach me now. Let me show you that I can do better. And that's where we have a problem. When Amokachi came into the Super Eagles, Sia was fantastic, was doing well. But Amokachi be like, you know what, you guys, you don't know what you do. You don't know yourself. Because as a day or so, I want to take your place. And he came to take it. There was a fight for it. And that's another thing that I think that the coaches need to understand. You need to bring in competition to the team. You don't bring players that are just falling along. That's a problem. But hey, I'm not a coach of the Super Eagles. Which I even said myself. My sister is here. Yemi Dynamite says, if you're Eguavoen right now, Uncle A, how will you salvage you? There's nobody could salvage him. Don't forget all this one. Pep Guardiola said no salvage Super Eagles. It's not about salvage. See, it's not a coaching team. There is no coach that can coach the Super Eagles players. These Super Eagles players, they bewitched. And they tell them every day. I don't tell them this for like 10 years. I have not changed my mouth. Like, I've not changed my position on Super Eagles players. I keep telling them the same, like, I've been saying the same thing for the last 10 years, that these Super Eagles players are demonic. Now this are the joke. You know what the movie Problem Child? That's also Super Eagles be like Problem Child. It be like the combination of the boy and the girl. Part 2. You know, for part 1, now only the guy and I did. Part 2, they say he's bad, she's worse. That's how Super Eagles players be. Not bad if he coach them do well. You tell a normal thing for Joseph Pesaro to play that kind of ugly football when he play. For after playing normal 4-3-3, playing progressive football, he reach one time, he begin play dirty football. There's a reason why now. The man look and say, oh, but I leave these guys, so these guys they be like demons, so and I mean follow them. Oh, I saw he decide to change. So my point here is nobody is savaging anything. Just Super Eagles after the Libya experience, you were told that okay, this next game when they come, so they go walk on show, say man, we will really be strong team, oh, whether we don't qualify or not, but we really start against Rwanda. You know that Rwanda is in the group stage of the World Cup at top of the group. Leading up to this match, Nigerian journalists were interviewing them and they were telling Nigerian journalists that it was on social media now. That be the same social media where these are Super Eagles players for the do their skit and their fake hip hop music career. The Rwanda were telling us that they go beat us, say they go qualify ahead of us for the World Cup. So this was the time for you to make a statement. Hey, Rwanda, see, una football. That's football wave bad, now because they here. But you see, when it comes to us and una not even get the right. We go come on the ground beat una. What happened? They beat us here. We're playing like fools. These players not a year word. And then they believe say they will be past the NFF president. And you see, I'm not talking from afar. I'm trying to understand that this is a team I paid $200,000 for to produce. I have been embedded in this team. I don't go inside this team. I've sat down with them, see them eat, see them play Uno, they inside playing with them. I have tape of these boys. Me don't play football. I don't look, compare note like, man, this is rubbish now. This is nonsense now. If these people get sense, they're not going to do all these things. But then you kind of like just you understand that they do not have, this team is beyond redemption. They are beyond redemption. Nobody will save them. Oh, leave Eguavoen. People just want blame. People just want blame Eguavoen. So leave them. Oh, nobody will savage anything. They are not savaging any World Cup qualification. Olufemi Oyedepo says you are correct with the analysis. Abraham Nolly says this Brahim Diaz, I hope he shows up for the AFCON because that's when I'll see if he's really worth the hype. Also, boss, do you think Diaz would have benched Yamal in the Spain squad? I'm not a coach. So I don't know. If Nico Williams choose Ghana and somebody else is playing there, you will ask the same question too. Do I think he would have benched the person that is there? Now, coach, they decide to go play. Sometimes the player who is sitting out Bori, coach go say he get work what they do for him. It's as simple as that. Sometimes too, coach go say, you know what, this is a Spanish boy, I want him to progress. Or the club where they play for, call the coach, say, coach, this guy, we need him to progress. He's a poster boy for our team. Bukayo Saka, I have not noticed that England they look for anybody on the right side. Since that Wembley finals where the person where that racism favor pass now Bukayo Saka and Rashford. That's why no coach if you the bench Rashford. They go simply for club because they believe that he has this psychological problem, this mental thing that has affected him. So let's give him playing time. Let's not put him on the bench. He will sink into depression. I know why. Not the nonsense what they do for football now. It's the same thing with Bukayo Saka. You think that continuously nobody fit the reason say, but wait, so this Bukayo Saka is not playing 100% in a season. He always plays maximum 75%. The other 25% is where Arsenal fall short. Let's get somebody that compete with him. It just so happened that coincidentally Arsenal get like 200 defenders, get 250 midfielders, get players. There's Trossard and Martinelli and somebody else on this left side. But when it comes to Bukayo Saka, all of a sudden that position just be free. You think I'm now read between the lines. So these are things that people just do and you just laugh anyway. But hey, it is what it is. Where did I stop now? Amazing said them even convert Sasia to an attacking midfielders. Yes, now because of competition, but we'll not get up. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says, thank God Libya pulled that stunt and dashed us the 3 points. So we for don't carry calculator yesterday. I think I won't go ask now. E.T. Mike say, I watch your show because you see football the way I see football. Most Nigerians don't understand football. No, it's not like they don't understand football. They think about sentiment. Have you ever loved a girl? Have you ever loved a girl that is cheating on you, that is, treating you badly, but you are in love? Everybody is telling you, see what this girl they do, but in your heart and you're seeing different things. Once emotion is involved, unfortunately, I came into this job from day one, and I made it clear to anybody who care to listen. I not come into this business with emotion. I too know the game to bring emotion into it. I'm not a fan of football. I'm a student of the game, but now I'm a professor of the game. I don't get those dirty emotions till they look football. Somebody say Chico is a world-class player. Nah, Super Eagles team. It's just Samuel Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze, we're not going to make it Kurodusi to the first level. People leave football. Men like say, and they take things personal with certain people. Yeah. Jerry Sampson, where have you been? It's been a while. He said, if you can go to Honest Bunch for interview, your channel will not. Please tell me another person who don't go Honest Bunch with their channel grow. Sometimes I don't know whether they live in the real world or they live in illusion. Who don't go Honest Bunch, the channel can't grow. Now Honest Bunch channel they grow. Nobody don't go Honest Bunch with their channel grow. Where Honest Bunch go with their channel to grow? The truth is, una like Ashawo talk, and the things where they make Honest Bunch grow. If to say Cider Budge, no go Honest Bunch. This other girl, this girl will come to drag me do that time. No go. All those girls will go Honest Bunch go talk rubbish. If they not go Honest Bunch, the channel not go grow. That's just the basic truth. Other people when they do podcasts, so they know they go Honest Bunch before their channel they grow abroad. I don't need to go Honest Bunch. People should stop saying this thing. I get too much of this message and it's beginning to disgust me. Right? The same Honest Bunch people they do other podcasts. Why their podcasts not they grow? The same husband material. Not being they run that podcast where we say Bet Nigeria sponsor. What is the numbers on it? It's not about going to Honest. What I want to do for Honest Bunch, go talk about how to fuck my wife, or what do they talk? Name one sports person will not come Honest Bunch. What are you go talk for there? I want to talk about sex, or go drag pastors when they collect tithe. That's not my thing. I'm growing and I like the pace that I'm going. The good thing about this channel is that I'm growing and I'm building a community of friends. It's more important than any other thing. Yes, I need massive growth, but I don't have to go to a place and go and do sensational stories just because I want to grow. Just have to pack your face, I beg. Abraham Nally says if they want to play well, they should. If not, that's on them. It's a huge shame they missed the World Cup during that time. Eventually, they'll be forgotten. Even Sunduba is bigger than them now. Simon Campbell said Morocco reminds me of Algeria. How we're trashing everyone en route to AFCON 2001 in Cameroon. 2021, you mean? AFCON have made me understand the difference between qualifiers and AFCON proper. Hope it's different this time. First off, let me educate you a little bit. Egypt were trashing everyone en route to 2004. They won the Nations Cup back-to-back. Cameroon were trashing everyone en route to the Nations Cup that they won back-to-back. Nigeria were trashing everyone en route to 1994. They went on to win it. So this your postulation is very one-sided. Find the balance of the conversation. Some of us actually know football, and so don't put it on one side. Argentina was unbeaten leading to the World Cup in Qatar. They won it. So, brother, Brazil leading to the 94 World Cup, they lost only one game to Uruguay, and then they won every other game. They went on to win it. So don't come and be giving me one-sided story that doesn't make sense. 2002 World Cup, Brazil was beating everybody. They came and they saw and they conquered. So don't use one small evidence where you get now. Can't forget the other part of the conversation. You fit to have for somewhere else where they need follow football well. It will work for you, but not here. It not they work for you. Peter, I wanted to say emotions na bastard. Now, so one of my guy tell us say he won't spoil a relationship while our own day intact. Say we won't spoil a relationship while our own day intact simply because we tell them say he babe they share quickos. I still they remind them today. No, me, I don't tell you. This man here, I will never give anybody relationship advice or try them. Don't bring relationship conversation to me. I'm not gonna give you advice. I can give you business advice, because anybody will sit down with you say I want to do business, you know, you notice that business people need to be emotional. Anybody, even at the very smallest level, POS, especially they do POS, need to be emotional. Because once money is involved, people they do of sound mind. But you see that thing where emotion they involve. Nobody does business with emotion. In business, you don't know, say, okay, I go lose, but I go correct my mistake here, I go correct that one, eventually it will work out fine. Okay, so you know that one already. That's what business does to you. It trains your mind, it strengthens your mental, your cerebral cortex, it strengthens you. You start thinking well, you start becoming that cognitive reasoning, it start working. But emotions, now emotion make Arsenal fans stand, look everybody finish, say Arsenal go win the league. Ask some group of Arsenal fans the other day, I live about all of us today. Now I say, hypothetically, move all the players where they Liverpool or Man City, put them for Arsenal. Put the coach of Man City, Pep Guardiola, for Arsenal, and carry all of Arsenal players put for Man City. You feel bet say Man City will win the league. And you know say I will play last. No, answer the question. No, you know, for sometimes form is more important. I say form, what season end? You don't see any club will transfer form from last season to this season. When the season they end, you know, say Pep Guardiola go re-engineer a team again. You carry out the player with Man City currently now. Put them for Arsenal. Make carry Arsenal player go Man City. You go feel bet say Man City go win the league. So why you? But because of emotion, even Spurs fans go tell you say they go win league. If not be crazy, one people before somebody go tell you say Spurs go win league, you go come they say they go stadium, they buy tickets, say we are going to win the league. Or Europe's gone. England fans go tell you it's coming up, you go they believe. Say go come home where? How many of us were there alive here now? We would ever see England win anything? We on the basis of what? The time when they even win World Cup, now Millie Cup. The World Cup when they win, so this phone big pass up. They say now World Cup is that. Since when they born you, so they will look World Cup. That World Cup. World Cup when they watch your black and white television, na World Cup. Now be training. World Cup when they use gun to rob Brazil come out. I beg you, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I just want to do my own. But that's so emotions they do people. Unless you say cinema, unless you are your cinema, I don't tell me. Just put your comment, leave cinema. If you were the NFF chairman, and God forbid I'm not the NFF chairman, what would you do differently at this time? First of all, I'm an NFF chairman. I go be honest with myself. It's what I'm good at. I'm very, very honest and objective. So I go be honest with myself. I go no say, I go call a press conference and I'll talk to Nigeria, say, look, these 4 years wanna give me. There's only one job I want to focus on, and that job is to focus on the Nigerian League, to make sure say the Nigerian League begin to produce teams where go fit compete on the African continent and win. So my target is I will win CHAN back to back. Teams in the league will have to go and play at least the quarterfinals or semifinals of the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confederations Cup, and see if we can even make it to the finals and win it, and then go play for the World Club Championship. Anything with the Super Eagles, una go bear with me. Anything una see, una take. Until players in this league can compete with the players from abroad favorably, I am not going to do anything. But all these go abroad, go back players when they come to the national team, it will not happen. Once you make that statement first, the players abroad not say, oh boy, the tide don't change. The reason, so might give you this. If you're working in a company, if you've ever worked in a company where your boss knows say you no get option, probably your certificate no good, your result no good, they just manage, put you there. Your boss not going to listen to you and he go treat you anyhow. But if your boss knows say this guy, looking at his qualification, looking at his capacity, his ability, there is high chance of him going from, let's say you dey work for, let's say XYZ Trust Company, but your qualification is KPMG, PwC, you know, those kind of companies. Your boss will be fear you. Even if he underrate you, he could underrate you behind your back. He could do eye service for you. But if you know, say you not get anything to offer, and that's exactly what has happened with the Nigerian national team. If you look at the history of the Nigerian national team, every team that have succeeded on the basis of high competition. 1980, 1974, you watch the Christian Tuchel interview, go and just oppose it against the Eguavoen Tubusi interview, because in the matter of 2 or 3 weeks, what is established. I've given you 2 now. You notice now the same thing they talk. The National Sports Commission employed 7 Yugoslavian coach, put one at the center in Lagos, and then send the other 6 to the different geopolitical zone. So, make una go pick the best players, come. Otto Gloria was in the southeast. This one there, this one there. At the end of the day, they brought everybody together. We won the Nations Cup. We won bronze in 76 in Ethiopia. We won bronze in Ghana in 78. And in 80, we won the Nations Cup. We're not jettisoning the plan. And then we start suffering again. Then we brought in Clement Essar for 5 years. And then in August 1989, Maroc 88, we won silver, if I'm not mistaken. In August 90, we won silver. Senegal 92, we won bronze. Tunisia 94, we won the Nations Cup. Progression. Look at Buffy Joe coming in again. We had a good squad that had won the Nations Cup in 94, gone to the World Cup. Then we won the Olympic in 96. Even though we were banned from 96 Nations Cup, and then we did go to 96, we were banned from 98. In 2000, we were still good enough to be able to compete and go all the way to the finals. After that, again, they destroyed the team in 2002 in Mali, and then we start struggling, till at some point in 2013. What did Steve Keshi do? Steve Keshi first coached the Chan Eagles, if you guys remember. Steve Keshi failed with the under-21 team that went to Ethiopia. That team that had Christian Obodo, Justice Christopher, and the likes. But it was a woeful failure. He got knocked out in the group stage. But then he learned his lesson. He came to the senior national team. What did he do? He brought competition with the home-based players. Yes, he brought competition with the home-based players. The foreign players now realize that, our shirt no show. You remember that under Stephen Keshi, the man that was supposed to lead our attack was Osaze Odewenge. But he also realized that if I give this guy the chance to lead this team, he will hold me to ransom. What did he do? Kick him out, brought in Brandon Day, brought in Emenike. Emenike was not really a champion at the time. He was a hard fighting player, but he wasn't a champion, a goal scorer. He won the Nations Cup with four goals as highest goal scorer. The rest as it stays history. Human being thrives on competition. Human being thrives on competition. Once you know that there is so much safety, now very few people, elite human being, alpha human being. Now I go say whether competition or not do, I go try to always be at my best. So the rest of us thrives on competition. But when the team knows that come rain, come shine, if I like, I come on Thursday and the match is on Friday and Amigo start, you think anybody will be really serious? It's a simple problem with the national team. But hey, I'm not the NFF president, so don't even. I'm not having this conversation. Pretend like I'm not the NFF president. Dre Cruz, you said 2002 World Cup, Brazil struggled to qualify when they won it. Okay, no, they struggled to qualify, but remember that after that qualifiers, they beat everybody. They played about 11 games leading up to that. 11. They played 11 games leading up to that competition, and then they go on to win it. Because remember, Ronaldo Dalima had not played for 18 months and he came back. What happened? They went on to win the tournament. So you're not going to sit in one place and tell me, 2 nations in AFCON playing with. And then, since when? This AFCON that we're ever talking that is irrespective of nobody. Since when? Because of 2 editions. AFCON have always followed the pattern. The big teams always win it. When Ethiopia don't win Nations Cup. When Uganda don't win Nations Cup. When Burkina Faso don't win Nations Cup. Or when the Democratic Republic of Congo don't win Nations Cup. Now they say the big teams they win now. Because Zambia win 2012. We're gonna calm down. I'm going to say you are fact on us now. Ikunife says I'm a late comer. Dre Cruz, so now Milk Cup England won this month. But I make up now, not a milli cup. A small milli cup like that now. Oh no, those you not play street football for way small. I don't play street football. And you play street football, you know, say all of us build one gold leaf and St. Maurice paper. You know, I don't remember that thing. When they take the wrap cup now, we'll go cut do wire for the side like this. We'll use a bleach. What's that thing? Parazoa, be with the color. I forget. But what bleach container shall I will take the cutter, I'll call up. I'm the cup now. I'm now England. We talk about World Cup now. That England win a World Cup. If England is England win World Cup. Say they win World Cup. Simon Campbell say at Dre Cruz, thank you so much. I thought I was the only one who did not hear well. Yemi Dynamite, he say about how will you hypothetically salvage the AFCON goal of winning the trophy? Okay, now I'm not getting it to salvage. I'm not salvaging that one. I'm not. Everything I want put me on hypothetical. Ekene Kunufe says, don't take it the wrong way, but I am tempted to say that Eguavoen, why do they take it the wrong way? Lacks the tactics to coach Nigeria from his invitation to the way NFF uses him, like he has no option elsewhere. Does he? Does he have? Simon Campbell say, en route to 2006 AFCON, there was 2006 World Cup qualifiers. If Egypt were beating everybody, they could have qualified ahead of Ivory Coast and Cameroon, because it also served as AFCON qualifier. No, it did not serve as AFCON qualifiers because we qualified for AFCON top of our group. Remember, we lost to Angola. 2006, we didn't go to the 2006 World Cup. My point was that Egypt was beating everybody on the African continent. Egypt have never done well in the World Cup qualifiers. When was the last time Egypt went to the World Cup? In Egypt they call it, my friend Mohammed will call it the World Cup course for Egypt. But when it comes to qualifying for AFCON, they are always top on the line, and they've done well in that process. AFCON, now they show anything, say small countries big. The big countries have always dominated it. You would always have every competition in the world, whether it's the Champions League, one stupid team will go to Madrid and beat Madrid. They will wake up and go on to win the tournament. One useless team will go and beat Barcelona. Barcelona will go and win the tournament. Now, the same teams between 1992 and today, only one or two new teams that won the Champions League. Chelsea, and I think one other team. If not, it's the same team. Look at the World Cup. Between 1970 and now, only one new team, I guess, have won the World Cup. That country is Spain. Every other person, it's the same group of people. If it's not Argentina, it's Brazil. If it's not Brazil, it's Germany. If it's not Germany, it's France. If it's not France, okay. Between 1970 and now, only two teams are the new winners: France in 1998 and Spain in 2010. So my point is that whether you like it or not, Champions League too, between 1992 and now, it's two teams: Chelsea and FC Porto in 2004. So it's the same people that still go on to win it. So there is no such thing as, it's a surprise. No surprise. Yeah, there's going to be a Saudi Arabia that will beat Argentina, or a Cameroon that will beat Argentina in the first game. There's going to be a USA that will beat England. There's going to be one small country that will shock everybody. There's going to be a South Korea that would use Anjuan to surprise everybody, but they get their bus stop. Once they reach there, they get knocked out. As bad as this Cote d'Ivoire Nations Cup was, and hey, this is the Nations Cup that everybody will be surprised. Who are the two teams that played in the finals? Two former winners, Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Nigeria is the worst team in the tournament. Play terrible football. We still go to the finals. In the face of, where is that country where the guy that's the highest goal scorer that came and they say that he does not qualify to be, is it like Equatorial Guinea that guy came from? Didn't you like the football that they were playing? Where did they stop? Quarterfinals. If leave the football, this football talk, everybody get the one they want to talk. Yeah, I mean, I say, but if Jose Mourinho can do something with this team, like make it do with Fenerbahce. When I just say the football in America, but I do with Fenerbahce now. Sure, that be also press conference in the hood since you go Fenerbahce. Now you not doing with Tottenham Hotspur. Nigeria you just say Nigeria better pass Tottenham Hotspur. Nigerian players, the mentality they get, you think better pass Tottenham Hotspur mentality. Tosin Lemade say, I did plenty cup like that growing up, using the silver lining in the cigarette pack to make up. Now, all of us do them now. Amazing say Chelsea and FC Porto, yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. All of us say Spain too were beating everyone en route to the last Euros, even the one of Xavi, Iniesta, them era. At best, beats anybody to win everything. That's the normal sequence of football. My calculation, my position here is somebody should not use an exception to the rule to now become the rule. Like Nigeria winning the 2013 Nations Cup was an aberration. It was wrong. They hosted the Nations Cup in 2012. People have not rested. We hosted another one in 2013. And we're lucky because we did attend 2012. We got strength, we got momentum, and we won it. It's an advantage. It's not that we didn't cost that one, but those are not the exception to say, oh, this is hard to win the Nations Cup. No, it's an exception to the rule. That's my point. So everybody can start digging their history now and go and look for countries where not do well, where go tournament, go win that. No, the standard rules is the best thing wins it. That's why Real Madrid can be playing shit and they will still win Champions League. Have you ever seen Real Madrid in the finals of the Champions League and you say you will put your money, your ass rent bet against them? Even in seasons where they are not doing well, where they are struggling, wobbling and fumbling, get to the final, you feel bet against them. Or you go see Chelsea, Roman Abramovich Chelsea for finals of FA Cup or Carabao Cup, you bet against them. Not be village people they do you. There are certain things that are standard. Now football. That's why they say the people who study pattern are the most successful football analysts in the world. Or football statistician. Just study pattern. There is a pattern to football. You can predict it with succinct accuracy. I'm not trying to argue with anybody, but there are certain facts in football that have not changed since I was born. I'm going to be 46 next month. If it has not changed for them, then it's an established rule until I see a concurrent change in it. That's okay. There's a new order to this. Premier League, spend big money, you win it. It's as simple as that. Bring a debt team, put money, spend money, you will win. Referees will rob everybody for you. Spend small money, you're not going to win. That's why Liverpool not win back to back. Liverpool played the best football in the last 10 years. They won only one Premier League title. It was in COVID where they had to rob everybody for them. Aston Villa should be playing in the championship. They robbed Watford to keep them there because somebody was spending big money. This is how football will work. Now, you as a fan will not agree. There are things I said 10 years ago that people are discussing today that people 10 years ago almost killed me for. But it's the truth about football. He who pays the piper dictates the tone. Once you have a seat on the table, they cut your cake for you. Silvio Berlusconi money finished. AC Milan stopped winning. AC Milan was winning titles like titles were going out of fashion. It's about money. Every once in a while, people said Leicester won the title out of nothing. Shut up. They did not win the title out of nothing. They spent big money. They had money, sugar daddy, and they were encouraged because the Premier League was looking for money from Southeast Asia. And since those Tyson Awatra and Co brought their money, they want more. They want title out of nothing. Now Watford not they win the title. West Ham not they win title. I beg you, I'm gonna leave all this argument. Yemida might say, Uncle E has given up on Nigeria. No, I not give up, but how now? So look at it from this angle. We have how many more matches remaining? 6, I mean. So the idea is to win all 6 and end up in 21. Rwanda is on top of the group. They need to win 7 to end up in 21. I mean, they need to win all 6 to be ahead because if they win all their remaining matches, they go beat Nigeria. That's what it means. They go there ahead of us. Now, let's put it this way, that these Super Eagles, as we know them, so they put up their best of their best performance that we know, and their best performance is winning matches 1-0 or 2-1, right? So they will go to South Africa. These Super Eagles go beat South Africa for South Africa ground. Can these Super Eagles go to Rwanda and beat Rwanda? Because these are the odds, these are the cards you play on the table. So okay, you move this, I move this. Life is sometimes very predictable. Let's move this between now and March next year. Where are we going to be? In March, the season in Europe will be very, very critical. Our players will be feigning injury. Some will be very tired. So they'll play their next game and they will lose. Once they lose that game, all of them will start pulling out from the qualifiers because that now nails up. The mathematical chance that we have is that we win every game possible. I ask again, when was the last time Nigeria won 5 games? Somebody went to 2006, I mean 2008 just now. When was the last time we won 5 consecutive games? Now talk of 6. So if we cannot, I'm not going to emotionally just wake up and say, oh, we're going to win all the games. No. A team that went to the finals of the AFCON came off that finals, first 4 games could not win 1. Are we still talking? Are we really still talking? This Nations Cup will qualify, so if we are going to be honest. Now Libya help us. Libya Boko Haram us into the AFCON. Because if Libya play us for Libya, they for beat us. Libya will be say they struggle through their travel come. They see now luck will tell when they 1-0. One scrappy 1-0 win. If they not do that nonsense, they for beat us there. They beat us there. Every other team for the group for not get hope. Say okay, this team is beatable. Benin Republic maybe for not draw. They for beat us. Then Rwanda come here 2-1. Case closed. We're out. Now I want to go for World Cup. Leave them. I will leave them now. Sure. I not say some of them they pursue this World Cup qualification because I want use a jackpot. Some will be say every day Europe. One use the World Cup from Europe. Wrong by America. Somewhere there for Cambodia, Vietnam, all those places where that place they harvest kidney and organ. They want wrong by America. Unfortunately, forget the matter. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. Whether on do magical, I like to argue, I don't like to argue. This World Cup qualifiers, the only two qualifiers, Now the failure of other teams. And like Ghana, when Ghana qualified for Qatar World Cup, I told a friend of mine, my Ghanaian friend, Kweku Boake, I told her, say, if I say better me Nigeria go, because this one Ghana where they go this thing so. When I will lose to Comoros and Madagascar for Nations Cup, at least Nigeria still look like a team where the first team manage push them start. Well, now they don't thief the brain boss for Nakao. He they laugh. He say, I don't know how they talk. We saw in all African games. Say next Nations Cup now, no qualified. See them. Not be the day so. Now where would they head to? So we don't there before now. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Now remember, we will not go to Nations Cup back to back. Now I don't remember that one. Now where would they go? So now where would they go back to? So back to back World Cup non-qualification. But who am I? Which I know. But live like that. I hear the show for you today. Unado.